Well, good morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning to you. Randy here for a shave. Another Scally Cap shave. This is another one of my Scally Caps. I like these things. Boston Scally Cap Company, or Boston Scally Company. Yeah, I like these. Anyway, today we got a couple of new things. One thing I've used, but I've never done a video on, and that is the razor. This is a Frank Shaving stainless steel 316 stainless steel razor, and it's a three-piece. There's the three pieces, and while I've got it apart, I'll go ahead and slip a new Astra blade in here. But this razor is a fantastic value. It's like I said, it's all stainless. It's a 0.68 blade gap. The blade tabs are covered. It is a really nice stainless steel razor. And the price is going to knock your socks off. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Another new thing I'm going to use is Ariana and Evans shaving cream. This is their Dorado shaving cream. And it is a cream. It's very soft. And a very good value. It's 5.3 ounces, and I think you can get this for around $15. I think it's what I paid, $15.99 or something like that. And then I've got the matching aftershave. Now the scent of this soap is very reminiscent to me of Purazo Red. It's like a kind of a heavy sandalwood type scent. I don't have all the scent notes, but that's what it smells like to me. And the aftershave is very strong, very stout. You don't take much. And what I've done, or what I do, is I have some Thayer's witch hazel, and I will put a little bit of that aftershave in with the witch hazel and put on my face. Today, my brush is Radiance, once again, from Hoosier LatheWorks. Let me get his coin the right direction so he don't get mad at me. There we go. And I built up a nice lather with this A&E cream. And I'm going to get my face wet here. And we're going to start shaving. This razor, you know, already, I've told you before, any Frank shaving product that you buy from his website, if you use the code Randy Shaves in the coupon box, you get 20% off of any of his products. This stainless steel razor, 0.68, with covered tabs, solid stainless, on his website is $49.99, which is a heck of a price for a stainless razor. But when you use my coupon code, Randy Shaves, you can get this razor for $39.99. And I'm telling you, that is a bargain. I don't know of any other stainless razor that you can buy for that price. Get cleaned up here a little bit. I've got me a bowl of water here today to rinse my razor in so I don't have to run so much water. So, let's get started right quick. This is a very smooth razor. And the 0.68, you know, that's the same. A lot of razors have that gap. Ones that I can think of off the top of my head is the Game Changer, Razor Rock Game Changer. They have a 0.68 head for it. Get lots of nice feedback with this razor. It weighs in, I believe, if I remember correctly, around 3.75 ounces, something like that. It's a hefty razor. But it's stainless, so it's going to be. As I mentioned, one of the most attractive things to me about this razor is the covered tabs. I like that in a razor. No pressure whatsoever. You don't need it. Now also, if you buy this razor from Frank Shaving along with the discount, you don't have to pay any tariff charges, which has become an issue in a lot of cases here lately. Italian Barber's one of them. I've spoken with them, and they're really having a hard time trying to figure out a way to sell their products with these tariffs that have been put on, which, I mean, I don't get political, but I don't care who did it. I think it's bad because it's costing us more money. However, the funny thing is, and I don't understand all this tariff business. I'm the first to admit that, because RazoRock can sell their razors without having to worry about the tariff thing. And Ming Lee with Frank Shaving, he first thought he had to put a tariff charge on these razors, and when a person would try to check out, it would add all that to it. But he's since found out that for some reason the razors, you don't have to pay it, and I don't know why. But I'm glad you don't. But guys, you can get a very nice stainless steel razor that'll last forever for $40. One of the things with Italian Barber, they told me, was their shipping, like UPS has to add, and it's not UPS, it's not their fault, but they have to add quite a charge for stuff coming in from other countries. And it just makes things, by the time you pay the tariff and all that, with the delivery or the shipment charges, it's just, you just can't afford to shop. Of course, RazoRock, I guess you know, is in Canada. That I didn't mention that. Or Italian Barber is in Canada. And I really like Italian Barber. I bought a bunch of stuff from them over the years. They have some very nice razors too. Their Game Changer, Lupos, Hawk. Now, if this razor has a weakness, the only one I have found is it's kind of hard to get up under the nose with it, and it's due to the curvature. See, that's got quite a curvature on the head of it, but that's what helps make it so comfortable. So you have to work a little harder. I have to use the old Randy Shaves technique. I put the razor kind of push up under my nose and then kind of flip it. And that helps a lot. But hey, what a small price to pay to get a razor like this for that price. I mean, gosh. And it's clean now. That's all it took. But it's not as easy as some razors. Take my 6C for instance. With any up to the 4 plate, even with the 4 plate, I can't get up under my nose real good. But once I get to the 5 plate, the 5 and 6, it's no problem. And that's because the blade sticks out more, of course. Get lathered up here for the second pass. This soap has a really nice scent. It's a strong scented soap, and surprisingly, with it being a cream, it's pretty thirsty when you're lathering it. And I always bowl lather, so I've never tried to face lather with it, but it does. It's a pretty thirsty cream, but I really like it. I've got this, and I've got the same cream, the A&E cream, but it's called Plum and Bliss. I really like that one. My wife loves it. She says it's her favorite, her new favorite. But this razor is very, very comfortable. And I know a lot of people want stainless razors. Now it's not, to me, it's not that big of a deal, because I think I talked before about the 6S versus the 6C when it comes to Rockwell. And I love the 6C because the head is so much slicker, and it because the 6S has a matte finish. And the 6C has a chrome finish. Now this one is, I guess you would call this semi-matte. It's not nearly as much as the 6S, but it's more than the 6C. I'm working on my trouble spot here. I have such a time with right under here. And only on this side of my face. Figure that out. But I have to work extra hard at that. Because if I don't, if I leave whiskers, or the slightest bit of whiskers on up under here, when I'm wearing a shirt with a collar, it'll pull. miserable. But if you want a quality stainless steel razor and the blade gap of 0.68 suits you, this is the razor you need to order. I'm serious. It's for $40, $39.99 by the time you put the Randy Shaves code in. You're not gonna beat it. At least I've never found one for that price, a stainless razor. I have found razors that for that price, but not stainless razors, and not really high quality razors. So that is going to do it. Nice shave. Now I will run some water for this. I also changed the angle of my camera a little bit. I didn't like that last video. The way it came out, the angle, but uh-oh, I forgot to get my alum out. I gotta move my little table here. There it is. I love using the alum. Especially when there's no feedback, like on this one. I've got this little red spot. It popped up. And I don't know what it is. But I take a daily aspirin. And you have things pop up everywhere on you when you take. There's a place on my hand. There's a place on my arm. Under here, this is when I was fiddling with all the plumbing. Every time you bang something, that aspirin causes those spots to pop up. Part of getting old, I guess. So here's what I'm going to do. As I mentioned before, I'm going to take some of this Thayer's. This is unscented, by the way. Some of the Thayer's witch hazel, and I'm going to, because this aftershave is so strong, I just don't like it. I don't like that strong scent of an aftershave. So I just put a couple of drops of that in with this Thayer's, and it works perfect. And a bottle of this aftershave will last a man a long time because of its strength. I'd rather see that than one that doesn't have much scent. You know, so many times you get an aftershave that doesn't last, but I guarantee you that one will. Let me wash out my brush. Always like to show off my brushes. This one, as I said, I named this Radiance. Logan names all of his brushes, his handles that he turns, and he and I kind of designed this one together, and he asked me what I wanted to call it, and that's the name I came up with. But this is his knot also. This is a synthetic knot, and I think I just bought one from him here the other day. I've got 3 of these, I believe. This knot, and I really like the Maggard's knots, and I like the Frank shape. I like so many knots. But anyway, this is a nice synthetic knot in a very beautiful brush. So let's recap right quick. We've gone on long enough here. Ariana and Evans, I think you pronounce that Dorado or Dorado. I'm not sure, but it's a cream, and the matching aftershave. Ariana and Evans, and it's got all sorts of stuff for your skin, and look at all that. I'm not going to read all that to you. But anyway, that's the shave for today, and it turned out just superb. This is the star of the show right here. The stainless steel Frank shaving 3/16 stainless razor, 3-piece razor, and covered blade tabs, everything you would want in a razor for $49.99. But if you use the code here on my channel, Randy Shaves, one word, Randy Shaves, you'll get 20% off of that price, and you'll get this for $39.99. Heavy duty stainless razor. You're not going to beat it. I'm telling you, I challenge you to beat it. I don't think you can. I knew. Now, used is a whole different ballgame, but if you want a new razor, I don't know where else you can get one for that price. So, if you want a stainless razor, give her a try. So that's going to do it for today, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Adios.